bit about perseverance and the fact that nothing worth having comes easily. So I know sometimes in life it can seem like the journey can be a little bit overwhelming, and that, you know, we all want to rush towards the destination. We're all very excited to get to that finish line, whether it be, you know, if you're starting a business or, you know, trying to get through school, whatever it is, you know, getting on that next trip, whatever your end destination is. You know, we're always looking at that finish line in the distance and in quite a big hurry usually to get there, because we have this idea that when we arrive at that destination, that's where we're going to find happiness. And what I found over and over and over again in my life, that it's really about the journey, and you have to fall in love with the journey of life and the struggle that comes with achieving your goals, because nothing worth having comes easy. And I don't want to you know, get down on the younger generation, because that's not my reason for making this video. But I have noticed that resiliency and the tremendous amount of work ethic tends to be something that is to some degree kind of waning in our human population. You know, that sort of McDonald's mentality where everything has to come quick, and, you know, we don't have the patience to really work through our passions and our goals, can be a hindrance. Because again, to create anything or to experience anything really profound or magical, it's going to take a tremendous amount of effort. And again, nothing worth having comes easily. And when something does come, you know, really fast, you know, fast money, fast relationships, whatever it is, you're really not going to understand the intrinsic value of what you're experiencing. You're not going to feel it in the same depth that you would if you had worked extremely hard, or you had to put in a lot of your own effort to make that thing happen. So, you know, again, there's a lot of talk about manifestation. Even I talk about manifestation and having a positive attitude, and how that, you know, very notion will bring and create the momentum, you know, for that thing to be magnetized or drawn towards you. But again, you have to understand that there's also this element that the universe really will test you and really will make you prove that you want that thing. You really have to fight for it. And that's the hero's journey, or the heroine's journey. You have to be willing to put all of your heart and soul into what you want to achieve, and it feels better. You know, when you've really drug yourself across the coals, essentially, to get to where you're going, when you get there, it feels really, really good. You know, it's a different level of satisfaction had that thing just come easy. So this is also kind of in line with the attitude of, you know, don't give up. When things get a little bit hard, that's not the time to throw in the towel and say, you know what, I can't do this, or it's too heavy, it's too overwhelming. The harder things get, the harder you have to work to be able to realize that, you know, that goal or that passion or whatever it is you're fighting for. I know so many times in my life, you know, it's just like another obstacle, and a lot of times, you know, friends and family will say, just quit, you know, like this is too overwhelming. Why are you still digging this ditch? And I think that's what separates, and I don't want to say the winners from the losers, because I don't believe in that concept that, you know, some people are winners and some people are you know, essentially losers. So when you persevere towards your goals, you're really setting the bar for the expansion of your own character. And you're proving not only to the world, but to yourself what you're capable of. And this attitude of never giving up, it's a powerful attitude to have. No matter how high the stakes are, no matter how much effort you have to put in, just never succumbing to that mental weakness. I think that there's a lot of joy that comes from knowing that you have that inner strength. And I do feel like it's becoming less and less prevalent for people to have this stick-to-it attitude. I find a lot of people nowadays really love the idea of this instant manifestation ideology, that essentially we can just maneuver things with our minds and think positively, and all of the abundance in the universe is going to be magnetized towards us. And to some degree, yes, absolutely, a positive attitude is essential to creating everything and anything you want to create. But you know what? If you don't have that fight within you, if you don't have that ability to work harder, be stronger, give it your all, give it that extra 10% you didn't even think you had, you're kind of showing the universe that you're weak, that you're not able to really go the distance. So again, no matter what it is that you are fighting for, whether it is your own health, whether it is your, fighting for a dream that you have, something that you're trying to create, fighting for your family, fighting for your future, whatever it is, you have to fight for it. You have to be stronger than you thought you were. And I've had to come up against this, my own mental roadblocks, time and time again. There's so many times at the end of a long day or at the end of a long week where I just think, I have nothing else to give. I have nothing else to give. I can't do this. And, I find it in myself to just give that extra whatever it is. If I have to have a nap and, get up at 2 a.m, or, sometimes it's 7 days a week, sometimes it's 30 days in a row, whatever it is, and the other thing to realize with this aspect of never giving up is, what are you giving up? So a lot of people that have a dream have what I would call like a part-time dream. They want all of the flash, the glamour, the abundance, but they want to play around too. They want to hang out with their friends, they want to do drugs, they want to go out drinking, they want to basically fuck around. And yet they want all of the abundance, that hard work and perseverance, they want the result of that. And what I say to people that, are going about it kind of in a half-baked kind of way is, you're not going to get there. You're not going to achieve the things you want to achieve unless you absolutely go all in the correct fashion. You have to be diligent to your dreams. If they truly are if you're truly traveling the road of passion, the road of, that extreme life that, is sort of the paramount of the human experience, you're going to have to let some things go. You're not going to always be able to play and have fun. And not that I'm saying that you're not going to have fun with the journey, because absolutely you can make the journey enjoyable. You can be passionate about it. If you're doing what you love, you're going to love doing it. And it just becomes part of who and what you are. But a lot of times too, I find that a lot of half-baked dreams are half-baked on the wrong principles as well. So it's people that are chasing money. And when you're chasing money, there's not a lot of substance behind the goal. Passion has to come from more than just the desire to have financial wealth. There has to be something, a why behind why you're doing things. I know that sounds really kind of simple, but it is the fundamental propellant to the reason that we create. And if you don't have a really significant and dynamic why, and you're just doing your goals or doing what you're doing because you are chasing money or chasing fame, I mean, those things are very ambiguous, and people really don't understand what they are. They don't understand the consequences of what that is. And I mean, it's great to have money. It's great to be able to utilize it as a resource, but it comes with a tremendous amount of obligations as well. So, if you are building because you want abundance, then when you get abundance, what is it that you're going to do with that? Because again, I know for myself with my own goals, it's not about the money. It's about the resources to be able to make significant change and to experience life as well, to experience life on a level that is, heightened, obviously. But beyond that, it has to be more tangible. It has to be more gritty in a way, because when you get to that destination where you have achieved that abundance, if that's what your goals and your passions are about, you're going to find that there's not, that there's a lot of instability in that. So that's why, again, the universe is going to make you fight hard for what you want. And this is part of the process of that questioning that has to happen in terms of your own self-development. And if if things come too fast, if things come too easy, you will not come out the other end in the way that you think that, in the way that you've kind of quickly added it up in your mind. The long road, the hard road has its benefits. It offers tremendous amount of growth, tremendous amount of character building, and a tremendous amount of pride, but it's like a silent pride. It's just this knowing that you did it right. So I'm going to wrap this video up, but really the main thing that I'm trying to get at is don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your goals. When things get a little bit tough, dig in, give it a little bit more, keep going, keep striving, put in that extra hour, put in that extra 2 hours, get up a little bit earlier, stay up a little bit later, and forgo the things that are cheap thrills. They're never going to be worth it in the end. Push yourself towards things that build your character. Push yourself towards things that are your innate talents and that bring a lot of joy in the work you're doing. Because when you are working towards things that are like empty work, I call it, where it's not derived from your passion, and it's just really financially based, when it's just about money, you will find it very soul-sucking, very draining, and you won't end up gaining the riches that you really would if you had done it from a different point of passion. So hopefully this insight is interesting to you. Again, I'm going to get back to work because I have lots of passionate projects that I am in the middle of. But yeah, have a kick-ass week and do it for all the right reasons.